Chapter 3 review, 3-1. Number 28 in the 3-1 section. Question number 1, or 28, says this. Negative 3x plus 3y equals 6, and we have a second equation of 2x minus y equals 8. It says graph this. So the easiest way to do this is put these equations in slope-intercept form. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the first equation is negative x plus 3y equals 6. Let's add x to each side. We're trying to get y by itself. So we're going to get 3y equals 6 plus x. We're going to divide everything by 3 to get y by itself. So we're going to end up with this equation. Y equals 1/3 x plus 2. My y-intercept's 2. My slope is 1/3, so up 1 over 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 1 over 3. Okay, now we're going to graph that line. So that's done. Now let's take that second equation I put in blue. I'm going to do it to the right over here. I have 2x minus y equals 8. So let's subtract 2x to each side. And we're going to get negative y equals negative 2x plus 8. Now we got to get rid of that pesky negative sign, so we're just going to flip the sign. So y is going to equal 2x minus 8. My y-intercept's negative 8, so negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My slope is 2, so up 2 over 1, so we're going to go up to negative 6 over 1, up to negative 4 to 2, up to negative 2 to 3, up to 0 to 4. We're going to graph that line and see where they intersect, okay? Okay, and what do we see? They intersect right here. So what unit is that? Let's count it up. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 6, 4 as my solution set. And you can plug those back in to double check, and you're going to find out that works just fine. All right, next equation. Next problem, number 37. Okay, number 37 says this. To pay your monthly bills, you can either open a checking account or use an online banking service. A local bank charges $3 per month and 40 cents per check, while an online service charges a flat fee of $9 per month. Write and graph a system of linear equations to model the cost of each. C. Okay. So for the local bank, our cost is going to be equal to $3 per month. All right. And 40 cents per check or per bill. The online bank is going to be, the cost is $9. Okay. So write a graph. Okay, find the point of intersection on the models. All right, so I'm going to write it above here. So for the local bank, it was 3 plus 0.4 bills. For the online bank, we had C equals 9. So now we're going to graph this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for us, make it a little bit easier. All right, so basically, this is our equation. For the local bank, our y-intercept is basically, if you want to look at it that way, 3. And our slope is 0.4. Well, 0.4, let's look at this real quick. 0.4 is the same thing as 4 over 10, which is the same thing as 2 over 5. So for the local bank, I have a slope for each bill of 2 over 5. So let's plot that. Up 2 over 5. Up 2 over 5. Up 2 over 5. Now we can graph that. It's pretty easy. So there's our cost for local bank. All right. The y-axis represents the cost. The x-axis represents the bills or checks. Okay. And the y-axis represents the cost. Okay, so this is the local bank right here. All right. Our online bank costs $9. It does not matter how much money or how many checks we write. It's going to cost $9 regardless. So there's our online bank. And they're going to intersect at 15. Okay, that's important to know. So here are the questions now. Find the point of intersection. Well, the point of intersection was 15, 9. If you pay 12 bills per month, which service should you choose? All right. Well, basically, anything under 15 bills a month, I should use the local. So part C is my local. And again, part B was 15, 9. All right. Moving on to the next one. Classify each system without graphing. So all we got to do is get them in slope-intercept form. So let's look at the first equation. Label that 1. So 3x minus 2y equals 8. Let's subtract 3x to each side. I'm going to get negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 8. I'm going to divide everything by negative 2 to get y by itself. So I'm going to get y equals 3 over 2x minus 4. So that's equation 1. Equation 2 was 4y equals 6x minus 5. So divide everything by 4. So y is going to equal 3 over 2x minus 5 over 4. Okay, so our slopes of equation number 2 is 3 over 2. My y-intercept is negative 5 over 4. For equation 1, my slope is 3 over 2. My y-intercept is negative 4. Since I have the same slope, we know it's not going to be independent. All right, so now we look at the y-intercepts. The y-intercepts are different, so we know these are parallel lines. So no solution. Okay, moving on. Question 45. You and your business partners are mailing advertising flyers to your customers. You address 6 flyers each minute and have already done 80. Your partner addresses 4 flyers each minute and have already done 100. Graph and solve the system of equations to find out when you two will have addressed the equal number of flyers. So me, I've addressed my total number of flyers equals 80, because it's how many I've already done, plus 6m, 6 per minute. Okay, my partner has done 100, and he is doing 4 per minute. Okay. So let's see how we can use this graph, because it's going to be awfully big. We're going to let the x-axis, since it goes to 15, represent total number. And we're going to let the y-axis represent minutes, okay? And each tick mark for us is going to represent 10. So for me, I started with 80 and for every minute I did 6. So for every minute I did 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 5 minutes I did 30. Okay. So 5 minutes I did 30. So in 5 minutes I'm at 110. So there's my graph. Sorry it's taking me a little bit. There. My partner has graphed 100 already. Or sorry, addressed 100. And for every minute he does 4. So in 5 minutes he will do 20. So there's his graph. So will we ever intersect? Yep, it looks like in 10 minutes we will have graphed the same. So the answer is 10 minutes. In 10 minutes we would have both graphed 140. Let's look at that and see if that makes sense. So in 10-minute mark we intersect. So I was at 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So we're at 140, 10. That represents number and minutes. All right. Last step. Nope, that's it for this one. We'll go move on. That's all for 3.1. Follow the next one to watch the 3.2 lesson.